The White House and many lawmakers are now panicking because of what President Biden has just done by pardoning his son, Hunter Biden. Now, I want to explain why so many lawmakers are really furious at President Biden at this time, because for the longest time, for many months, he has said that nobody is above the law and he would not pardon his own son. So I want to break down what is happening at this time. We're going to hear from a few different reporters, and I want to explain why this is such a big deal, especially just 49 days away from Inauguration Day, where President Donald Trump will then take office. So I'll break all that down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates, and now let's begin. So let's look into the facts. The fact of the matter is that President Biden has just pardoned his son, Hunter, as President Trump forges ahead with his presidential transition. Now, what we do know is that Republicans are questioning what Biden has just done. They're questioning his decision and why did he decide to pardon his son at this time. Again, we're about a little more than a week away from kind of his sentencing. Maybe that had a little bit to do with it, but I think it was bigger than that. I think he realized that now that he was not going to be the president, he had to do something. And now that Democrats will not control the House nor the Senate, he had to do something as well. Just listen to this, though. Listen to this and let me know your thoughts.
The president is facing intense backlash today after his stunning decision to pardon his son, Hunter.
He didn't answer. Okay? Why did you decide to pardon your son? Well, guess what? President Biden, okay, he pardoned his son as he was getting on a plane, I believe, to Angola. Now, the only person that's going to be answering any questions is actually his press secretary. The problem there, she's not going to do it in front of cameras. Okay, kind of hiding? Maybe. Now I want to show you this. President Biden still believes that no one is above the law. That's what the White House says. President Biden declared one day after President Donald Trump was found guilty, okay, of his financial records trial. He said no one is above the law. Does he still mean that? Well, we don't know. Let me play you this. Let me know your thoughts on this one as well.
From what President Biden had said for months.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes, I will not pardon him.
Republicans slamming the president's
Just listen to this, okay? Marjorie Taylor Greene says a liar and a hypocrite. Representative Andy Biggs, one of the most corrupt presidents in American history. Representative James Comer, okay, all these are Republicans, says continue to do everything they can to avoid accountability. Chuck Grassley, he said many, many times he wouldn't, and I believed him. Shame on me. Representative Steve Scalise, the latest in their long cover-up scheme, disgraceful. And then Representative Mike Johnson. Trust in our justice system has been almost irreparably damaged by the Bidens. Now, let's keep listening.
Decision. President-elect Trump calling it an abuse and miscarriage of justice. Some Democrats speaking out, including Senator Michael Bennet, writing, quote, President Biden's decision put personal interest ahead of duty and further erodes Americans' faith that the justice system is fair and equal for all.
So, it just says that it now erodes Americans' faith that the justice system is fair and equal to all. It's not, okay? I think we can just be honest. It is not. Certain people have some rights, others don't. And that's just the way it's always been. Now, here's something I want to show you as well, okay? I want to play this clip for you. This is actually from Fox News. Let me play this, then we'll talk about it.
Well, this is a big 180 for a president who has long said he will follow the rule of law. But the president says he changed his mind because he believes Hunter's charges were meant to break him politically.
Now, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this. But this is why it's a big deal. And this is why the White House and many lawmakers are starting to panic. That President Biden has said for the longest time he would not pardon his own son. But then he changed his mind. Think about this for a second. What has President Biden done differently lately? How has he changed his mind? First off, he's just pardoned his own son, Hunter Biden. Okay. That's pretty big news. He's also given Ukraine, they've okayed the use of anti-personnel mines in Ukraine. That right there, and those, they can time them. They won't just be live indefinitely, so that's good news there. But somebody steps on them, whether you're somebody, a Ukrainian citizen, or somebody from Russia, or a troop, or whatever, somebody from North Korea, it doesn't matter, right? Your legs will likely be blown right off. And then he's also allowed Ukraine to use ballistic missiles, okay, long-range ballistic missiles, and fire them into Russia. That was something that he long said he would not allow, because that would almost be us accepting the fact that we're going to war. So he started to change his mind. Again, I bring this up. We are 49 days away today, 49 days away from January 20th, 2025. That's Inauguration Day. That will be when the Bidens will leave the White House and the Trumps will step in. Let me keep playing this clip.
In a statement, the president says, in part, here's the truth. I believe in the justice system, but as I have wrestled with this, I also believe raw politics has infected this process, and it led to a miscarriage of justice. Hunter was supposed to have sentencing hearings on December 12th for his gun case and December 16th for his tax case. All of those now gone. But the president's pardon doesn't just cover these offenses. It covers any crime the first son may have committed between January 2014 to December 2024. And that time frame is notable given that Hunter joined the board of Burisma Holdings in 2014, and he has been scrutinized for his foreign business dealings. The president says he made this decision over the weekend while spending Thanksgiving holiday with his family. But NBC, which was the first to report this news, says the president had been talking about the possibility of pardoning Hunter with his close aides as far back as June, when Hunter was convicted on those gun charges.
Okay. So right there, this is not a fly-by-night decision. It's not something he just came up with over the weekend. No, he's actually been considering this for many months, all the way back to June. Now, I don't know the real reason why he decided to pardon his son now, not before, okay? But as a father, you probably want to do whatever you can to protect your son. My guess is he knows a little more than he's actually leading on, and if there is some legal issues here, he probably does want to protect his own son. I get that, but here's the issue. He's changing his mind all of a sudden. Why? That's the big question. That's why the White House and many lawmakers are starting to panic. Why is President Biden going back on his word that he has kept for many months? Why is he doing that now? That's the interesting thing. And is he trying to set the United States up for success leading into the Trump administration, or is he setting us up for failure? We don't know, but we're going to find out soon enough. All I can tell you right now is that is all we know as of today. So again, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.